Ever felt like you were the odd one out in your family, walking on eggshells was just a normal day? Well, in today's video, I want to dive deep into what it was like being raised by narcissists and how you can not only survive, but thrive. What's up, y'all? This is Fonzie Murph. Welcome back to my channel. And if you're new here, I explore ideas on fitness, self-improvement, lifestyle, mental health, healing from trauma, just overall personal growth. So today's video also hits home for me. So I hope that, what I explain to you helps you along your journey. Let's dive into what narcissism is. Narcissism involves self-centeredness to an extreme degree, with the grandiose view of one's talents and craving for admiration, as described in, psychological literature. And growing up in a narcissistic household means living in their shadow, where your achievements and feelings are often overlooked or manipulated to suit their narrative. A lot of times that when you achieve great things that they've never done, at a young age, it can often seem like a smack in their face. So yeah, you'll be acknowledged for it. You'll be, celebrated for it within that moment, make you feel good. But the moment you do anything that they didn't like, that wasn't in the script for you to do, that's overlooked. That never happens. Taking credit for your own achievements growing up, and it's like you don't really get a pass on a lot of things, because the moment that again, like I had mentioned, the moment you fall out of that script, the moment that you're the bad guy. For me, growing up in a narcissistic household, it was hard to understand what was actually the right thing and what was the wrong thing, because everything I always seemed wrong, even though I would always do what was right, make good grades, never be in trouble with the law, nothing like that. So narcissism, again, it's about their ego. And you would think that it'd be about you being raised in a narcissistic household. Let me correct myself. The impact of a narcissistic upbringing, right? Feelings of isolation, difficulty in maintaining relationships, or even chronic self-doubt are common amongst these raised by narcissists. I can tell you this now, like you experience you experience self-doubt on an extreme level, because again, once you fail in, their eyes, they're gonna hold that failure over your head no matter what you do. No matter how hard you fight, that failure is gonna always be on your head. It could be something stupid from years ago. They gonna keep holding that on your head no matter how much you achieve, so you can always feel that. I remember constantly trying to earn my parents' approval, only just to feel invisible and inadequate all the time. Again, everything was a battle. It felt like everything was so much pressure for no reason. And the only time I felt like I didn't ever doubt myself was when I was just being creative, find things that I love to do with my life and my time. So it definitely had an impact on me as I got older, until I started understanding like, I need to work on some of these things. I need to work on not having limiting beliefs, because I was told to capsize my thoughts based off the person taking care of me. So I would limit myself based off the world they put around me. Your perspective gets really misconstrued when you believe what a narcissist tells you about you, and they're not you. You really confuse yourself to an extreme level. Now, how to grow from this? First off, recognizing the problem is the biggest leap. Understanding the issue lies with the parental behavior and not with you is crucial. That's how I understand that. The issue lies with them and not with you. You didn't do anything. That's probably the biggest key factor from growing from this. You have to really separate your emotions and what you've seen, because you let what you've seen and what you felt, and you stay on that. Let that go. It was never your fault to begin with. Seeking therapy helped tangle the web of guilt, and I have for myself, because I always felt guilty for them feeling wrong towards me, or them having a negative behavior towards me. I would take that guilt factor and hold it to myself, and take it extreme too. You know how it is, and build a healthier self-image. It can be pivotal for anyone in similar shoes. And I emphasize that because you want to be able to talk this out. You don't know everything. You know, like you only know what you know. And I say that like that because seek out people you can talk to, seek out professional help to understand what reality is. Because again, like I said, your mind gets really wrapped up in, you can't figure it. You so set on trying to figure out what happened to you that you spend so much time in real life doing that you don't even progress nowhere else because you're still confused. And that might have happened like 2-3 years ago. I can't tell you how much time I've spent in trying to understand that abuse, and I could have put that time into something else. Or I would spend time distracting myself to feel better from not thinking about what I've been through or what I'm going through that is of narcissistic abuse. So distracting yourself from the pain is not ideal. You want to go through that. You want to go. When you get to that wall of, oh, this is what I gotta deal with. This is how you really do it. When you get to the wall of, this is what I gotta deal with. Understand, again, like I had mentioned earlier, it's not your fault. Build from that, and then go from there. Every single day, you have to work on yourself to reinvent yourself. Because again, like I had mentioned earlier in the video, you are not what they told you are. You only view it that way because you don't think you can do as good as they do. But what they're doing ain't as good as what you're doing because they've given you the idea that they have a better skill set or whatever, what have you, above you throughout this entire process. All of it is manipulative. All of it is. And it's to get you to think that you're less than. And you feel that. And they know that. Building from the understanding that you don't have to deal with it. You get stuck in, you feel like you have to for some honor or badge or whatever the case may have you, where you come up, you know how you got that badge in your mind. If I just stick it out and I stay here, I get the badge of honor. No, it's not like that. Like you get a scar on your mind from this moment. For real, if you really want to break it down and say it like that, you know, it stays there, and you just keep picking at that scab. It keeps bleeding over and over and over. So again, develop a practice of self-reflection, whether it's going through journaling, whether it's meditation, whether it's fitness. Find ways to connect with yourself. Invest in relationships that honor your worth. Surround yourself with people who see an appreciate the real you, you know, and creating boundaries for yourself is a game changer. Knowing how to say no. You don't have to say yes to everything. You don't have to always agree to everything. Understand that concept as well. I'm telling you, surviving narcissistic upbringing isn't just about moving past old wounds. It's about thriving and crafting a life you love. I hope this video helped you. Peace.